Yo guys, how are you doing? Today I'm going to be showing you my garden. It was a madness, straight off the back, cannot lie. There's no two ways about it. It was very laborious, it was difficult. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I want a garden, I want a nice house with a big garden. Do you really though? Do you really though? Because the amount of time and effort it takes to maintain a garden is not a joke. And I didn't know that. So I had a garden, I was thinking, oh yeah, it's nice now. And it just grows and grows and grows and grows, and it's just like, it's just long. I don't even want to talk. Watch the video, catch you in a bit.
So this is what my garden looked like when I initially purchased my property, and it wasn't bad. I'll be real, it was decent, at least the first half anyway. So what they did, the previous owners did, was that they split up my garden into two halves. The first half, which you're looking at now, and the second half was an absolute jungle. It was a forest. It was terrible. Like, I couldn't get past this point. I'll be real for you. So for over a year that I lived in that property, I'd only occupied the first, I guess, 3/4 of that garden. It got to a point where, like, I genuinely believed there was animals living out there. There was foxes living out there. I can hear their little screeching at night, and I know what they're doing, a little nastiness at the back of the garden. I'm just thinking, like, this is actually grim that I actually have. This is what I'm living with at the moment now. So I just said, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it can't run. The second, I guess, reason why I really wanted to make a change to my garden is that I've got a south-facing garden, which means that a lot of light does come through the garden, but because of these trees, it really blocks out so much sunlight during the day. My neighbors have complained about it prior to me moving into the property, and I was just thinking, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I'm gonna do about it now. So yeah, I started by mainly just like chopping down the branches and the twigs off the trees, and then I got a lot of help from my neighbors. So shout out to Phil, Jen and Steve. I love you, man. Like, you man really came through clutch for me. Really appreciate it. And I was just literally just cutting as much as I can, but everything grows back so quickly. And so one thing I realized is that if you're not on it from the beginning, like constantly doing it, then it will literally, all your work will get undone within a matter of weeks, like, or months, depending on the season you're in as well. So you have to be really on it, which I wasn't in the very beginning, and you're gonna see why. I think I have to put things in perspective. I grew up in southeast London. Like, you do not get more southeast than where I grew up. Yeah, we do not have gardens. Yeah, we don't have grass, green life, none of that. We don't have it. You know what I'm saying? We don't do it. I grew up with a balcony. Yeah, so the most you will deal with is the off case where wind or leaves are blowing onto your balcony. That is it. Do you know what I'm saying? So to now go from that to this, it was literally a complete culture shock for me. Like, it was different. And so just to get my head around it and finding out the tools, I'm there like looking at all my neighbors that coming out every 2 weeks, just doing the grass and cut trimming, and like, oh, okay, cool. This is the neck of woods I'm at now. This is the stage of life I'm at. I said, all right, say nothing. This is calm. But it took a lot of adjusting and adapting to. So there was times that I could have been more proactive or quicker at doing the work. But again, guys, I'm telling you, you don't know what you do not to know. Like, and I was learning again through the process. So I knew eventually that I would have to cut down the trees, but I didn't have the tools or the power or the know-how to do it. And I wasn't even trying to risk my life like that. So I was like, yeah, just leave this stuff to the professionals. And so I started to get some quotes, and this is how it went.
When they quote you 2,500 libras to cut down the trees in your garden.
So what I did is that I hollered at some of my neighbors and said, listen, I'm trying to get this done. Can you help me? When I told them I wanted to cut down the trees, they were ecstatic. They were like, all right, cool. Yeah, Michael, let's do this. So they said, let's start next morning at 9 a.m. So I come out 8:30. These men are already in my garden, and they've got a ladder, they've got a rope, they got one of their cousins to come through. And I said, right, like, you man are on job. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was not expecting it at all. So these guys really came out and showed out. I was so impressed, and like, yeah, they were on it. I can't lie, they did exactly what they said they were gonna do. So I was really happy, and I saved so much money. Biggest piece of advice I can give is that be friendly with your neighbors. You never know when it can come in handy or how much money it can save you, and this is just one example of that.
That is the garden now. You remember those trees all behind here at the back? All that's left is those big ones at the back, but those ones were too big of a job. We reckon we could have done it, but it weren't really worth. Even those ones there are gone. It wasn't worth the risk because it's so big. Like, if that thing falls down, that thing is reaching down to my house. So today I am cleaning out the garden. you can see, it's just been a heap of logs and mess and whatever. My neighbours helped me knock down the trees, so now I'm stuck with all this mess. So today I bought a garden incinerator and I'm looking to burn this bad boy to the ground. Let's go. So far it's going good, it's going all right. Very therapeutic, I must say, and it's just good to get out here. Had my neighbour out here as well helping me as well, so it's really good, and I'm enjoying it, man. Just burning some wood. This is day 2 of revamping the garden. This pile got a little bit bigger because we added some more smaller twigs from this section here, but this section has completely been ripped up to shreds, which is good. I'm happy about this as well. Probably looking to pave this area, make it a little barbecue place as well, with the little tables there. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm really open to suggestions at this point. Again, these are where the big boy logs are. These are all the things that are quite difficult to cut, and this is most of the things we cut on the big day when we chopped off the trees, as you can see. And then this was like pile number 2, and we've got through like 70% of this one, so this is why I'm quite proud of that. And then in the next few sessions, maybe 2 or 3 sessions, we've got the big behemoth at the back, which I'm not even looking forward to because I just do not know what's under there. This has been like this since I bought the property. So yeah, let's hope so next few sessions we get it done, but until then, it's been good. It's been a very good day.
Shout out to my neighbour Steve. He helped a lot throughout this whole burning process, because I didn't know what I could and couldn't do, and I didn't want to disturb my neighbours. So he kind of showed me, okay, this is how you do it properly. Make sure you do it within these time frames. And it was really good just to have someone there. Sometimes he was there till 1, even 2 a.m. in the morning with me, and we were just there talking, just in like kind of I said just in LOL, but like conversating, and it was really good. I think it was really good just having him around. And I really got close with him over the last those last few days or weeks that we were doing the burning. So definitely really happy I had Steve there. So I just want to thank him as well. If you see this, Steve, again, legend, like you always are. Thanks again. 1 a.m. in the morning, getting it done. Steve. Yeah, exactly. Burn off again all the trees, all the logs, all the twigs that we've cut down. It's gone really, really well, as you can see. And it's just a really enjoyable process, I can't lie. I didn't know what to expect before. I've got this steel bin from Amazon for £25, and literally it's doing its job, it's doing its damn thing. So again, I don't even know what the garden looks like right now, but I know, again, the work is getting done and I'm really happy. So hopefully in the next week or so I'll get literally maybe 90% done. But yeah, all good. See you in a bit. Peace. So this became like the new process for me. So in the day I would kind of clear everything. I put all the logs or twigs aside. I'll cut them into like reasonable sizes, because obviously the bin can only fit a certain amount of logs of like a certain size. And then during the night, literally, it was just burning, trying to get rid of as much as possible. The reason why I went through this process, because it was very expensive to get anybody to come in and remove it. So it was either to leave it there or take it from my house, which I wasn't going to do, or burn it, which I decided to burn it. 11:22. So I've been here for a minute, outside for a few hours now. But a lot of progress has been made, I can't lie. So this is the aftermath of day 4. Yeah, I know it looks kind of worse than it is. It looks like more came up from the aftermath. But in hindsight, I've managed to clear the back, so I can actually see the back of my garden for the first time since I've actually moved into the property. And so that was everything. This is all the things from the back, from that tree, and that's all the rubbish they had. And there's still a bunch of absolute, yeah, rubbish up there as well. But honestly, I'm really happy with it, and this is only day 4, so it's looking good. So I had so many logs. It was just ridiculous at how many I actually had. There was 3 main ways that I was disposing of them or getting rid of them. The first way was that I was just putting 3 boxes in front of my house. And in the area I live in, a lot of people have log burners for some reason, so they need wood all the time. The second way was that I decided to cut them up into smaller pieces, and every day on bin day the council will come and take in some of your garden waste, especially the small twigs and branches and stuff like that. I could snap up and put into the bin, and they were able to take that as well. So that was really good because it allowed me to at least get rid of those ones. And then the last way, as you can see, was just burning. Burning was the most probably therapeutic. It was really, really good, but obviously it was quite laborious when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. Your clothes smell ashy, you're very tired, and obviously you don't want to disturb your neighbors too much with too much smoke as well. But yeah, those are the 3 ways I decided to kind of dispose of everything that I had at the time. It took a while to see if any progress was being made at all, but when progress was made, oh my days, progress was made, and I felt so happy. I started to see the end of my garden, I started to see certain things, and I just think as a whole I was just really happy. I realized that foxes were living at the back of my garden, which was a bit grim, but I did manage to kind of like destroy their shelter and remove everything, and I was like, yeah, this is not happening anymore. And this is my garden now. Yep, this is the real reality of it. This is just literally a few months later, if you can believe it or not, just not attending to or treating it. So yeah, I'll just give you a walkthrough. It's absolutely crazy how quickly and fast things grow, especially in the summer. Granted, this is going to be a lot easier to treat or to sort out than what the garden looked like before, but it's just so long. I could have left it on the rosy handy that, oh yeah, the garden is done. Listen guys, this is the reality. Sometimes it's like upkeep, maintaining it. This area that I spent hours on, like within just a few months, that it grows so rapidly, so quickly. So yeah man, guys, this is real. I can't lie to you, it's difficult, but again, learning curve. I wanted this to be very transparent with you guys. Like, everything will be like a massive win or a massive loss. It was good while it lasted and I was doing it, but I have to now continually maintain it. But me, I love gardening, but to a degree, keep it to an area. But when you have gardens like this big, it's just so difficult to maintain. And I don't even have a lawnmower, I still don't even have a lawnmower. I was borrowing my neighbors and stuff. But yeah man, we move. So see you at the next video guys in a bit.